Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man coming at you here from the port of Baltimore, Maryland on board Royal Caribbean's Enchantment of the Seas, where we're embarking on a 6-day voyage out to Bermuda. It's going to be my first time going on a cruise from Baltimore, my first time to Bermuda, and my first time on one of these smaller Royal ships. So come on, if you're ready, let's get this adventure started. Alright, so here we are in the room on deck 2. This is just a regular ocean view room. No balcony this time. This is the first cruise for me, and wow, so many cruises I don't have a balcony, but that's okay. A quaint little room. This actually reminds me of a room I had when I sailed on Freedom of the Seas earlier in the year, and also a little bit of Adventure of the Seas, but very nice. We're going to enjoy being in an ocean view stateroom. So I'm not going to show the bathroom or anything. You'll have to check out the room tour video for that. But I did want to show you here on the counter coming in. Again, Embarkation Day treats. This is my first diamond cruise with Royal Caribbean. So I got a nice little tray of cookies here waiting for me in my stateroom. Here's some bottles of water. Here are a couple of Royal Caribbean branded masks. You can see right through there the Royal Caribbean logo. No hand sanitizer this time. I don't see any anywhere. Normally there's some hand sanitizer. The past several cruises, well, all the cruises I've been on since COVID, but none this time. Of course, the remote for the TV. The TV is right over here. And then just some correspondence on different stuff. Here's the entertainment schedule, it looks like maybe for the day. And more correspondence over here, but I'm really excited to be diamond now and to get little treats like this in my room. Another reason why I got an ocean view stateroom is because the Enchantment of the Seas is actually the 3rd oldest ship in the Royal Caribbean fleet. They debuted back in 1997, so if you've ever been on a ship that debuted in 1997, they don't have a lot of balcony cabins or balcony staterooms. So if you are coming on these smaller ships, you will pay a premium and then some most of the time for a room with a balcony. So if you're going on, like, let's say, I'm just going to say Freedom of the Seas, because that's the last Royal ship I was on, that's mostly balcony cabins. A good portion of the ship's balcony cabins. If you're coming on one of these smaller ships, the majority of the cabins are ocean view and inside cabins, so you're going to pay a lot more relative to what you would pay to maybe go on Freedom of the Seas in a balcony cabin. So only the upper class, which I'm not, are staying in a balcony cabin this cruise. So just wanted to let you know why I'm in an ocean view. This cruise was also very, very affordable for me, and I'll tell you about that more later, how much this cruise cost. One of the cheapest cruises probably that I've ever taken. So still have a window. That's a necessity. I don't think I could ever stay in an inside stateroom. Let me know down below, what's your preference when you sail? Do you like to stay in a balcony? Do you like to stay with an ocean view or an interior? What's the consensus on this? I like to be in a balcony, but if I'm not in a balcony, I like to be able to see the ocean, because that's the best part about cruising. Let's take a little look out the window here and see what we can see here in the Baltimore harbor. Not much to see, but cool that we have a window. We'll see a lot of the ocean this week because it'll be right here. It will be cool to wake up and just turn around and be like, whoa, there's the ocean. So I am excited to have a window. A little bit different than a balcony, but we'll make the best of it. Alright, so on board now, getting settled into the room. Still no sign of my bag, so I did drop my bag off upstairs. It was a carry-on bag. I brought it on the ship myself, but because I do have the key program, they do take your bags, or they can take your bags if you want them to. You can drop them off right before you go in for lunch, and they said they'll deliver them directly to the stateroom, so you don't have to lug your carry-ons around. Now, I only went in and sat at lunch and was maybe there for 45 minutes, so I could have kept my bag, but I did want to test the program and see how long it takes. So I will let you know, but make sure you also check out my video that's forthcoming, all the things about the key program, how much it costs, all the perks, and another video, and tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. But we're just waiting on the bag. It is not even 1:30 yet, so the rooms are actually ready before 1:30, which was nice. They came on, I think, right around 1 o'clock and said that the rooms are ready. Embarkation itself was a breeze. Because I did have the key, as soon as I came into the terminal, they had a separate line for the key. Walked right up to security, right through the security line, and before I knew it, I was at the check-in desk showing my documents. And whenever I was finished showing my documents, they actually said, right on board, and I walked right up to the gangway and right onto the ship. So there was no wait, no long processes, nothing really drawn out. From the time I was dropped off outside the terminal building to the time I boarded the ship was only about 15 to 20 minutes. So very, very quick embarkation process here. And I was coming during the busy afternoon rush. So I feel like the key definitely helped to get me on board a lot quicker than I would have gotten on board without it. Okay, one more thing to note, and then I'm done in the room. I just noticed that the room does not have a mini fridge because I was going to put my waters in it. And I looked down here and under the desk. Over here is a couch. So it doesn't look like there's a mini fridge. So that's not a problem for me. I mostly just have water in the room. But if you're someone who likes to drink, bring on Coke products, sodas, waters of your own, and you like those cool, or if you just need things cooled, I know medicines and things like that need to be cooled, just note, I even looked in the closet over here. Let's check together though, just to make sure. Did I miss it? I don't think so. Let me know. If you need a fridge for any reason in your room, just know that there is no mini fridge in this Ocean View stateroom. Probably not the interiors either. There's also a safe here in the room, and it's one of these older ones where you gotta swipe a card. So I'm gonna do that now because I put my wallet in it. Oh no. Oh, it's not working. Let's try it again. Well, this isn't a credit card. There we go. So you need your magnetic strip to be up this way. Great. So yeah, a nice little safe place for all your, you know, belongings like a wallet or jewelry or anything like that you want to keep locked up. There is a safe in here. Concluded muster drill. It's very quick. It just came and showed my CPAS card. What is it called on Royal? I always forget. But I showed my card, muster station 12, and they were like, just come here in the event of an emergency. And I was like, okay. And they're like, you're free to go. So very quick. Of course, before I arrived at the port, I did watch the safety videos. There's some things on the Royal app. Under the safety tab, you just go on there and watch those videos and acknowledge everything on there. And then once you get here, you go right to your muster station. They acknowledge too that you have completed and watched the safety video. It basically just tells you in that video how to put on your life jacket. Come to your muster station, get you checked in, and within 2 minutes you're on your way and ready to cruise. So Orpheum is the name of the main theater here on board. We are on deck 5 because I just left my muster drill, muster station rather, which is also on deck 5. All the way forward is the Orpheum. So this is where they'll have shows each evening of the cruise. And I'll have more on this when I release my ship tour video of the Enchantment of the Seas very soon. And heading toward the aft from the Orpheum is the Casino Royale. Of course, everything is still closed because we're still in port, but as we get out to sea tonight, everything will open up. I'm interested if things open up immediately after leaving Baltimore, or if it takes until we get out into the ocean. The reason I asked that is because the cool thing about sailing from Baltimore is you have to go all the way down the Chesapeake Bay out to near the Virginia Beach area before you get out into the Atlantic Ocean. So we have over 100 miles, 150 miles or so, probably 7 or 8 hours before we even reach the Atlantic Ocean late tonight. So I'm not sure when they'll actually open the casino, if it opens as soon as the ship leaves port and gets a certain distance from port, or if we have to wait till we're out on open ocean to get into those international waters. There is the main atrium on board the Enchantment of the Seas. I'm on deck 5. Deck 4 right down there is actually where we boarded and came on board earlier. If you look across there, you see the line just right over here to the right. That's actually guest services. It's a pretty substantial line, and that's usually what you can expect on embarkation day on any ship. A lot of folks having questions, trying to get upgrades, etc., etc. Also over here though to the right is they're selling specialty dining and also selling beverage packages. So if you forgot to do any of that pre-cruise, just note that you can do that on embarkation day. Usually in the atrium or somewhere near guest services, they'll be selling those specialty dining packages, reservations, and also the drink packages that they offer on board Royal Caribbean ships. So this ship does feature a solarium. A solarium is the adults only part of the ship. It actually says 16 and above. There's a pool here and 2 hot tubs. This is also all covered. So if you do, because we are selling from Baltimore, you can have some cold times of the year. But you see it has a retractable roof up there. It's covered so that, well, maybe this isn't retractable. No, it's retractable. Anyway, it's covered. So you don't have to worry about sailing in colder environments because, well, it can be heated in here or cooled, whatever the case may be. But a very nice solarium here on Enchantment of the Seas. And then just aft of the solarium is the Enchantment Day Spa. So if you want to come in and make an appointment for massages and other spa treatments, this is the place to do it. But that's not for us today. Instead, look what is for us. This view here, just off the ship, you can see there's the parking lot for the Port of Baltimore. It doesn't look like they have any indoor parking here at the port, so just be mindful of that if you're coming. That building right there in the center, that's the main terminal building that you arrive at and go through security and everything at, and then you can see the gangway extending from that. This is the main pool deck, the Lido deck, and then just forward of that, which is not typical. Typically it's aft of the Lido is the windjammer, but on this ship it's forward of the Lido. So that's cool and unique. It feels a little cramped in here, not gonna lie. This is very crowded. Alright, so it's now 2:30. We've been out looking around and yeah. I just wanted to come back and make sure that my bag arrived. And it did, it's here. So I don't know what time it came, but I've been going from the room for a little over an hour. So in the past hour, the bag has been dropped off. So that's very exciting. I'm very happy to see my bag and that it didn't get lost. Again, I normally just carry on my bag every cruise, no matter where I'm going. This bag has never been in the hands of cruise personnel until today. But I did it solely for the purpose of testing the key. You see they marked it with the key luggage tag there, and it arrived safely to my room. Yay. Alright, so I'm back in the room. We are about 30 minutes, I think we're leaving at 3, so we're about 30 minutes away, ideally, from sail away, from leaving the Port of Baltimore, headed on our way to Bermuda. I also wanted to say here that this ship is good vibes. Like, I like this ship. It is an older ship. I know a lot of people expect when you sell Royal that it's the water park and it's the rock walls, and a lot of the newer cruise ships today certainly have that. The beauty of these older ships, I think, is that they perfectly encapsulate cruising as it used to be. Cruising before the mega ships. This is a small ship, so it's very old and it does show its age in places, but it also is laid out completely different from what you're going to find on the modern cruise ships that are on the water today. So I like a small ship. In fact, my first cruise vlog series that I did here on the channel was on the Carnival Sensation, rest in peace. You can actually go back and check that out, and in fact I'll put an info card here for that playlist. But that was back in early 2020, right before the cruising shutdown, and I loved Carnival Sensation because it was small, it was quaint, and it felt like old-timey cruising. So I feel like that's what I'm in for here on Enchantment of the Seas, and I'm here for it. I like it so far. I like the ship so far. I've shown you some of it in this video. I'm going to be putting out a ship tour video. I'm going to put out a ship review video telling you all about it. So make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up button while you're down there so that you can see all of the content that I'm going to be producing and that I have for you here on Enchantment of the Seas. It is now 3:15 and we are pulled away from the dock. We're now sailing away from Baltimore, heading into the Chesapeake Bay. You can see there in the center, that's the entire port terminal, Cruise Maryland, here at the Port of Baltimore. Currently, Enchantment of the Seas and then also the Carnival Legend are both home ported here right now, and they do sailings out to Bermuda, down to the Bahamas, and then also seasonally doing cruises up to Canada and the Northeast US, Boston, Halifax, and ports like that. So a very pleasant embarkation experience here today in Baltimore. First embarkation experience in Baltimore. Now sailed away from Baltimore. We were just actually south of Annapolis, Maryland. We went under a couple of bridges there and got some really good footage. That was exciting. Everyone up front was on the top deck was outside shouting and cheering. A little bit of an update on the casino and also the shop situation. Earlier I had mentioned the casino and perhaps it would be closed until we were out to the ocean. I was right. The casino and all the shops on board do not open until tomorrow. Tomorrow is our first sea day. Tomorrow we'll be out on the Atlantic Ocean in international waters, and at that time, I think it's at something like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, everything will be open. So for the first night, tonight, no casino, no shops. Also the last night of the cruise, it looks like, they'll also be closed. And again, this is just because, look, we're on the Chesapeake Bay. You see right over there, that's Maryland. And on the other side, if you could see on the other side of the ship, you'd see the other coast or shore of Maryland. So we are still in U.S. waters and will be for the next 125 plus miles until we get out to international waters in the Atlantic Ocean. So that was a lot of nerdy geek talk just to say the casinos and the shops are not open on embarkation night or the last night of the cruise after 7:30 p.m. Now walking along deck 5 on the outside promenade area. Look how beautiful this is. This is an area where if you don't have a balcony, which like I said, most people on this ship do not have balconies, you can come out here and hang out. Back up that way, there's a lot of chairs they have on the outside of the ship, and you can just sit out here on this deck and pretend like you're on your own balcony. We love an aft view here on this channel, and here's the one from Enchantment of the Seas. Well, good evening, everybody. It is now 10:30 p.m. It's been a long time since the last time I talked to y'all, since we sailed away from Baltimore. Since the last time I talked to y'all, I have gone to, they had comedy tonight, just one comedy show in the main theater. Then I went to dinner. Dinner was good. First night dinner on Royal Caribbean is always the bomb because it's prime rib night and they have a really good prime rib on Royal Caribbean. It's a really good dinner. And then after that, just been walking around enjoying the environment on the ship. I'm really liking this ship. If you went on cruises in the 80s and 90s, this is a ship for you because it still has that classic cruise feeling. It's going to be a great cruise. I have a lot of content coming here on the channel from the Enchantment of the Seas. We're going to Bermuda. I'm going to show you some of Bermuda. I'm going to be doing a room tour. I'm going to be telling you all about the key. I'm going to be doing a full ship review and a cruise review and being honest about some things I've already seen around the ship that we're going to need to talk about in those. And I'm going to do a full food review as well. Go down below right now, check and see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this Embarkation Day vlog, because we have a lot more coverage to come from here on board Enchantment of the Seas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.